Legs. Love them or hate them, people who don't train legs look goofy as heck. And since I don't want that to be you, in today's video I'm gonna go ahead and show you some bodyweight leg exercises you can do at home without any equipment that's going to allow you to build muscle. And so this first exercise we're gonna talk about is pistol squats. Now pistol squats, basically what they are is a one-legged squat. So you're gonna take one leg, put it out in front of you, squat down, and extend all the way back up. And that'll be pistol squats. Now, obviously the reason why this is more intense is because you're taking the regular body weight squat and you're just doing it on one leg, which is gonna double the amount of weight you're doing on one leg. Can't do a pistol squat. Obviously you can find something to hold on to if you have trouble balancing. So I got this cage that I can hold on to that's gonna help me to balance. Or there's another variation called the levitation squat, in which I can bend down at the knee, touch my knee to the ground barely, come back up, and that's a levitation squat. Just a little bit easier to balance. Some key points here is you want to treat it like a regular squat, just on one leg. So on a regular squat, you want to focus on bending at the hips first. You don't want to bend at your knees first. So basically you're gonna bend down at the hip. Make sure you focus on pushing through the heel. Come all the way down, ass to grass, push back up, and that's gonna be your pistol squat. And now up next, we're gonna have a very similar movement, except it's gonna be a lot easier to balance because I'm gonna put my leg up onto this bench here, and we're gonna be doing something called Bulgarian Split Squats. Now it's basically like a lunge, except you have your leg elevated up on the surface. So it could be any surface. Is you wanna squat down, barely touch your knees to the ground, don't touch it all the way to the ground, extend back up, and really focus on contraction in the leg. Fully extend your quad there. And this is gonna be your Bulgarian split squats. Keep your spine straight. And you can bend your knees a little bit past your toes to get a better contraction on the quads. It's actually a myth that it's gonna be dangerous to bend your knees past your toes. So taking Bulgarian split squats to high reps to failure can definitely grow large quads, and it's an excellent exercise for those who don't have weights at home. Now up next is gonna be a very challenging one. This is gonna be Nordic curls. Now it's gonna focus on the hamstrings, which is the back of your leg. If you can't do these, you're definitely gonna need to do them assisted. I personally cannot do these yet. However, I will try and attempt to demonstrate this for you by putting my legs against this bar here. So I'm gonna put my feet up against it. So basically that's all you need is something to hold your feet in place. Boom, just like that. And you're basically gonna try to keep your core stiff, keep your back straight, and you're gonna slowly lower down. I got these bars I'm gonna hold on to because I cramp up real bad in my hamstrings because I have bad hamstring flexibility. However, basically just fully fight the contraction on the way down, and then you just flex on your way back up, and it's basically almost like a bicep curl for your hamstrings. Now this is a ridiculously intense move, and ways you can help reduce the intensity of this exercise is by putting something in front of you and being able to use your hands to hold onto it to lean some weight onto the actual object itself. That way you can build up to the full Nordic curl eventually. And now this next movement is gonna be reverse Nordic curls. Now I just learned how to do this. I learned it by Fitness FAQs. So go ahead and check out his video on this exercise. He has an entire video just on this exercise. So if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and check out his video, link in the description down below. However, I'll go ahead and give you a quick explanation here. So basically all you want to do is have your feet shoulder width apart, right? And then you're going to bend down here. You're going to point your toes out. You don't want to have your toes like this. You actually want to have them like this way. Knees about shoulder width apart. Same thing with your toes in the back there. You're going to rest down on them. And it's basically what the name says, reverse Nordic curls. You're gonna keep your back straight, lower down. Try not to hit my head on the back here. Boom. Extend back up, and that's gonna be one rep. You're basically putting your body in between your legs back there. And again, this is very intense. However, for some reason, I can do this one. I can't do the actual Nordic curl somehow. So these are gonna specifically target the quads a lot. And if you're somebody who wants to do like natural leg extensions, this is like literally an alternative you can do with just body weight. And now referring to natural leg extensions, a lot of people call Sissy Squats a natural leg extension for very good reasons. Now Sissy Squat, basically same principle. You can have your legs spread a little bit more narrow actually. You want to have your legs about where I have them right now. Then you're going to basically bend at the knees. So I'm going to show you from this angle so you guys can see. You're going to bend at the knees first this time. which is actually not that dangerous as people think it is. Bend at your knees, fully come down like this. Barely touch the ground, don't touch the ground at all actually. Extend back up and really flex those quads. This is basically like a natural body weight only leg extension. And I definitely can see getting a huge pump just doing these in the quads. A lot of prisoners use this exercise to build big legs in prison, so definitely give this one a try. And last but certainly not least, we gotta focus on the calves here. So obviously we're gonna be doing some form of calf raise. And I'm gonna do the calf raises on this ledge here on my rack, so you can get a deeper range of motion. Calf raise is pretty much self-explanatory if you don't know. It's basically raising up on your tippy toes, boom, extending all the way up and slowly lowering down. That way you can get a full stretch on those calves. And basically the way you want to do these with body weight is pretty much you're gonna have to do them ridiculously high rep because you have no weights. So that's the unfortunate part about that. However, don't skip your calves. Calves definitely can give your legs that more muscular looking appearance, and you don't want to like be wearing shorts and then have bad looking calves. I think my calves look pretty decent, if I do say so myself. They're not looking too bad. So if you're new to this channel and you want more on how to build muscle with body weight only, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, as well as check out my Patreon, link in the description down below. I'm producing exclusive content over there.